It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the New York Giants. The winner here, of course, a trip to Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58. Not a bad prize as we are underway in the NFC Championship game. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Right back to him on first down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following two negative plays. Now Purdy. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
On 2nd down, here's McBride. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 41 yards rushing for him now on the opening drive of this NFC title game. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2nd and 9. Purdy. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Leonard Williams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
In motion, the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Prater's kick is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Gold River! Gold River! South Salad! South Salad! South Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
In motion left is Rice. On 1st down, Purdy. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, Jones, the throw completed to Hyatt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window. field. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Rita. Biggie.
Now Jones. Looking high its way once again. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing Jones. This will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Dom Capers.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete to Pierce. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Cockroach.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete right side to Hyatt. Touchdown, Giants! Jalen Hyatt, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the give, here's McBride. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
A run here with McBride. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. A good pickup there at 22. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw again. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. Touchdown! Dameon Pierce from 19 yards away. And the Giants are able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. An option give to McBride. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. A Legends. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Purdy's throw complete there to Rice. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Here's McBride. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And now a run with McBride. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 64 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McBride. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Purdy looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to McBride. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Jackson Smith-Njigba. 27 yards. And the Cards get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point good by Prater, and it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go, hey. Ladybug.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Okay, here we go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. In motion, Slayton. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Second down and goal. Jones. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This a 27-yard attempt here. Gano's kick is good, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Dom Capers, Dom Capers.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Hyatt has got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. First and 10, it's Pierce. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Timberland. Bama.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He connects with Hyatt. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Okay,
from the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Triple right, Pacino.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side, complete. That's Pierce. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down. Whatever the discussions are at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Cockroach.
Hodgins in motion. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Rams now for the Giants field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Open man right side is Rice. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy. That's complete to McBride. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Prater's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Rita.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
Here comes Dortch on the return.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Now Purdy. To the sideline and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Rice will go in motion left.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
He's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. McBride. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Purdy from the gun.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Purdy, big fourth down play. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Able to get this one to McBride. He's got room to roam.
He is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Jones throw complete here to Waller.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can...
And got his man complete. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 41 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Jones.
Looking high its way once again.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Pierce gets this one running right.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown.
Dameon Pierce
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Big play from a big man. Kayvon Thibodeaux off the edge and dropping him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Purdy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Purdy on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's McBride. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dalton Kincaid, 56 yards.
And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Jamie Gillendow as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
On the return, Dortch.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining. But that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Half 88, half 88, half 88.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. The Giants are the champions of the NFC. As we say, thanks for watching and good night. And that will do it for this one. For Charles